Hey, season 14 of Wreckfest. I'm Captain Napkins 88. I'm joined into the booth by my good friend Squeller. How you doing tonight, Squeller?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Looking forward to week one of the playoffs. It's been a while since we've done this playoff format, but the last time we did it, it was a lot of fun. So, oh yeah, I'm getting the jitters. I'm all excited, man.
Yeah, I wasn't around when we did the playoff format. I have joined a little bit more recently than that, but I am excited for it as well. I was one of the ones who voted on the side of yes to implement it. I wanted to see what it was about. So
Yeah, just it adds a little bit more of a climax, I find, when the playoffs start because you got your guys that are really putting it all on the line, and we'll run through the list of the guys that did make the cutoff and explain how everything goes during this qualifying session, but. Yeah, no, it just adds that extra layer of excitement, and kind of it almost acts like a mid-race caution, if you will, where it kind of restacks them up and lets them go again. So adds for a good time.
yeah, it does. It's it brings everybody back to within a couple points of each other. And then, you just race balls out for three races.
Yeah,
And then,
it is three races, but it's going to feel like four because we have a big endurance race for the last race of the season to really make it interesting. So definitely
yes.
tune in. I believe it is next week for that. That's going to
Yep.
be crazy.
60 laps on Midwest Motor Center next week.
Oh,
I've been
classic.
training my thumbs for a couple weeks for that one. So.
I believe it. It's going to be a grind. Yeah, but while we're here, I might as well call out our list or order of who's in the playoffs and how it works. So, uh, where you ended positionally at the end of the season depends on how much of a points bump that you have going into the playoffs. So it is our top five competitors per se. It's the top four competitors in a wild card slot. Wild card gets decided by the highest laps led by people that haven't already qualified. Um, and then it's the top four in the points after that. So first place, we got Brad Perk. He's starting the races off tonight with 207 points for taking that first seed. He's been very dominant in the Bronze Series this year with 3 wins, and he's led 123 laps. So needless to say, he's been putting in that grind.
Yeah, he has absolutely. And, as much as he's been grinding, Slick has been on his heels all season. And I'm looking back, the final regular season championship only came down to a 3-point difference. So, I mean, they've been going back and forth, and this is truly setting up to be an epic showdown between those guys.
Yeah. And he is still very much on his heels because second place on the season and second place of points, he's just 1 point behind for finishing second at 206, is Slick. He's also won 3 races. He's led 38, but he's definitely has had a very dominant season, just like Brad Perk. And those two, you're definitely going to look out to be at each other's throats tonight and for the rest of the playoffs.
For sure. And then behind Slick, at 202, so 4 points behind Slick is D Highs. He'll be 5 points behind Brad Perk as well with 202. And so the discrepancy in points there is the reason Brad and Slick have 207 and 206 is I think Brad would have started with 204 because he won the points championship, and then he got 3 extra points for each season win. Slick
Exactly.
would have started with 203, and he got 3 wins, so that puts him up to 206. And then, so D-Highs would have started with 202. He had 0 wins on the year, so he doesn't get those extra points.
Exactly. Yep. Couldn't have said it perfectly better myself. And I will say our qualifying over here is just finished up, and Slick ran our fastest in our lobby over here with a 48.305. Something to look out for. Just a little report on the qualifying.
Yeah,
But to continue on for our playoff list, sorry to cut you off there. It's fourth place. We got Bumskag, 201 points. He's 1 point behind D-Highs. He led 29 laps this season, no wins, so he's with his standard 201, but he also had a very good season.
Yeah, everybody that placed in the bronze has led laps at some point this season. Whether they won that race or not was a different story, but they were all out front, so they're all competitors. They all know what it takes to get to the front, and The tracks that we've selected for these guys to run are really going to kind of push them to their limits, I think, too. There's some
Oh
pretty
yeah.
tough, pretty fast tracks.
Oh yeah. Especially for that endurance rate for Midwest. It's just like I got a good balance of everything. So I'm really looking forward to see that endurance race, of course. But even tonight with Sandstone short route, there's some corners that can make or break a lap just instantly. And if your opponent behind you nails it, then you're losing a lot of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we've said it
to round off
before.
our playoff seeds,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry to cut you off there again, but we got CTS Dimes. I just want to let everybody know our fifth playoff runner. Dimes took the wild card slot. He had a win this season, and he led 41 laps. So I believe that is one of the ovals he won, if I'm remembering correctly.
There's been a
Could be
lot of
wrong.
races real this
Yeah,
season.
there's
I
been a lot of
couldn't I
races.
couldn't
I'm going
quote.
to say he won an oval just because he led 41 laps. So that sounds like an oval to me.
Sure. Yeah, it does. You're right.
And so he's tied with Bumskeg, of course, because with that win, he had that extra point. So that's your top five, just to run through them again. Brad Perkin first, Slick in second, D-Highs in third, Bumskeg in fourth, and CTS Dimes in fifth. Now, you might be questioning, well, if there's only five guys in the playoffs, why is everybody here? Well, we're doing the Best of the Rest challenge, is officially named, where everybody else still comes out and races, and whoever is the best of the rest will get prizes. I don't know if they've been announced yet or not, but they will get prizing. So everybody's here battling for something if you're in the playoffs or not.
Yep. And it's cool. The best of the rest is we're doing it a little different. It's not just, pure wins. It's your average start and finish combined over these last three races. Everybody that's in the best of the rest, you'll take their average start and finish, combine them for all three races, and the one that's got the lowest, best one is who's going to be your best of the rest. So, but
Yeah.
we're finishing up over here. Looks like Brad Perk ran a 48.383. It's a damn fast time. And he's going to
So
be, leads this lobby. I don't know what do you say, Slick ran?
I'll tell you right now, I don't quite remember it, but I did take a picture. I think maybe you ran. Take a look here. Let's take a look and see. Okay, almost reeled it in. There we go. Slick ran a 48.305. 305. So that answers that.
Yeah, Slick's going to take the pole.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Perk on second. So pretty much right as we predicted.
Yep.
Brad and Slick
Yep.
1-2.
That's going to be the battle. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing those two. But and the other thing is too, like anything can happen with this playoff series. That now that their points are so tight, like Brad does have what a 6-point gap on Dimes and Bubskeg for the fourth and fifth seed, but that's not as big as you think coming into races like this. One little slip up where you don't quite finish where you want to finish, you run into a wall, anything can happen, and boom, those points disappear in a blink of an eye. So definitely, any of them have a good chance at taking the championship home. It's not locked in by any means.
Yeah, I mean, 6 points, all it would take is Dimes to finish 2 spots better in all 3 races.
Yeah,
that would be 6 points to tie. So,
that's not much.
and 2 positions is really not a lot. This, like you said, these are long races. Stuff does happen. I've been the victim of it before where you're running a good race and maybe your car gets hurt or maybe an incident happens. You get sent to the back and you don't have enough time to fight back up to the front. Or in a lot of the case now is there's so much parity in the skill level between all our drivers. It's once you're knocked in the back, it's you're racing everybody that's roughly the same skill level as you. You're not going to make up much ground unless other people are making mistakes.
Yeah, oh, exactly. So I love this format, just the intricacies that it brings up, and everybody's doing this math. Okay, this guy was 2 points ahead of me in this. Okay, this is my other guys in the playoffs. So really, those top five are going to be doing their best just to stay ahead of the rest of the pack, because you're going to see it tonight that you're going to have some people that aren't in the playoffs that it'll probably happen that might get a better position than somebody in the playoffs, and that's an extra point gap lost to your other competitors. So really, everybody is still racing against each other.
Yeah, all those
It's
points that are on the grid they're all the same. It doesn't matter if you're in the playoffs or not. If you finish 10th, you're getting 10 less points than first.
exactly.
Whether the people between first and 10th were in the playoffs or not.
Yep.
So you really got to make that push for the front, and it's playoff time. Can't make mistakes.
It is do or die.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So right now we're getting the numbers crunched and figuring out the rest of our order. I know we kind of did some of the rough math here in the booth, but we didn't do the rest. That's somebody else's job. So
Yep, we'll leave the math nerds to do that, and we'll keep.
Hey, you're one of them when you're not in the booth, right? So.
Oh yeah. I pull double
yeah.
duty sometimes, but.
Oh yeah, we all pitch in for sure. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, right now, to blow off some steam, Whoopi Doug's doing the math. He's let everybody do a race on Wrecknado. So they're all driving around over in this lobby, just killing some time. Having some fun.
Yeah, it's definitely good to let off the steam. I always enjoy the end of season bashes we do, where we go and retire these cars into the abyss. You crash them into an unintelligible, unrecognizable, mangled mess, and then leave them there forever.
Yeah, and it's funny too
My
because
Cardinal's still back there.
Yeah, mine's too. I've never raced the Cardinals since, and honestly, I don't think I've raced the Gorby since, just because I've had less time to play, so I haven't been doing much open lobby stuff. So yeah, I think they're both just sitting in the dirt. I haven't got the crane to go pick them up yet or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, although I will say that after we smash up this season's car, that I think people will still pull it back out. A lot of people love the Rammer. So.
Yeah, I mean, the Rammer is undoubtedly good car. You can see, it's crazy to look through some of the leaderboards and you're seeing Rammers up there beating known fast guys raiding times.
I love it because everybody's grinding these tracks out. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
Yeah, you're even seeing a couple, Rammers up on front page, and they weren't there before PRA ran them.
No, I'd love to see the popularity of cars on a graph, and whatever PRA picks, I'd love to see that car just jump up for like just average use. You know what I mean? Because it does.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh man, and that's not even including the official race nights that it would affect, but also just people are running it in lobbies now, right? Just to get used to it and practice
it's get that seat time in it, get comfortable with the car. Good things will happen.
Exactly. I'm gonna hop servers over to you while the math is getting crunched. Man, Sandstone Raceway, I'm really glad it made the not even just the season, but also one of the playoff tracks. It is such a good track, man. It's technical, it's tight. It's got these corners that if you screw up, you're losing a lot of speed through a straight. It's important. It's a technical track to master.
It is, and it gives you the impression by looking at it that it's an easy track because it's wider. You would figure lots of room to run off, lots of room to keep your speed, but the apexes on the turns are so finicky on this track because it's like a sandy. If you miss the apex at all, your car slides a little bit too much. It's really tough to be consistently fast here.
Yeah, and what I'd like to do too is when we're on our pace lap, I'm going to give us a real quick rundown of some of the corners they're going through slowly, just what to look out for, what to expect, how to approach the corners, and what corners you might see moves to pass on, and things like that, areas to watch out for. Also, the scary areas where people get murdered.
Yes.
Well, not quite murdered, but their car gets
There's
thrown off. So
one corner in particular I'm thinking of. I remember seeing, I think it was Colt Chevy go flying.
yeah, no,
In the
I've
Road
gone flying on
Slayer,
the
the
last
Road
corner,
Slayer.
like yeah.
Yeah. So,
I've had. Oh, for sure. Well, it looks like I got the math here for a grid order. Might as well call it out now
yeah.
while we're waiting for everybody to load in. So on the poll, as we spoke on earlier, it is Slick with a 48.305. Beside him will be Brad with a 48.383. Then it'll be D-Highs with a 48.530. And those are three of our competitors that are in the playoffs. Then a non-playoff competitor, Ice Dude Man, is taken fourth with a 48.6. Man,
Let's
I love to
go.
see Ice Dude up there. That is a
Yeah,
very good showing for him.
for sure.
He beat out two playoff drivers. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's big. He's saying, "Hey, why aren't I in the playoffs?" That's what he's doing. Behind him, we got Bumskag with a 48.874, taking fifth. Then we have Wheelie Bum in sixth, Oscar in seventh, and then our last playoff competitor, Dimes, is going to be in eighth. So his qualifying session didn't go great for him, but it's not over by any means. He's still in the top half of the pack. It's still a good spot to position yourself in. So I'm not too worried about Dimes. He'll grind his way up there for sure.
Yep. He definitely, I've seen him run faster than a 48.9, so he must not have been finding the line in qualifying, but once he gets out there on the racetrack and gets some cars out in front of him and besides him, and get some people lighting a little fire up under his ass, I'm sure he'll find it.
Oh, he'll definitely have a really good race pace for sure.
Yeah.
So what else? Yeah, after Dimes, we got AJ Elec. I've asked him. AJ's fine. That's how he wants to be called. I'm going to call him AJ tonight.
All right.
He ran a 49.1. And Dimes is your last 48, I wanted to mention. Rest of our times here are in the 49s. And then we have E-Man with another 49. Dorcheck, Bile, and Mad Matt are going to round out your A lobby tonight, which you'll be seeing on stream. So those are your competitors. Do you have the list in front of you? Do you want to run through the B lobby?
I do. It looks like there's only 5 people in B lobby here. Got Yurt, Black Sierra, Walleye, Old Stock Canuck, and Sleeper 8600 are going to be running in the B lobby.
Yeah, that'll be a fun pack to race with for sure.
Yep. So I got money on Walleye King coming out of the B.
Going to the B? Yeah, I'd love to see him do it. I'm going to go with my fellow Canadian Old Stock Canuck because Canadians together strong.
Well, whatever.
And I'm going for, in the A lobby, I got to go for the Canadian. Even though he is the guy showing up, like a lot of people are putting their money on with Brad because he got pole on the playoff series. I gotta vote for Brad. He's Canadian. I gotta.
Oh, Brad is Canadian? Oh man.
Yeah, Brad's Canadian.
I thought I liked them. Damn, that's a shame.
Another guy to cross off your list. Yeah, there are 4 Canadians that we know of in the league. There might even be more hiding among you. So watch out.
Probably more. Yeah. You guys are sneaky.
So that's 4 now. Sneaky. So anyway, you got a pick for our playoff run?
If I'm not picking Slick or Brad, I think I gotta go. I think I gotta go with Bumskag. I think
I would love to see Bumskeg take the championship. Love it. He's been grinding bronze for 2 seasons now, might be 3. I can't quite remember, but he's always been like right there. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
bronze championship, and he's such a fast driver that I really like. Everybody who made the playoff, it has the potential to win it, as we spoke before. But Bumskeg, man, I would love to see him just come out and kick some ass.
Me too. He's he like you said, he has missed the opportunity to move up by just a hair just the last couple seasons. And I think he's really just been a victim of the league growing. I think if the league hadn't grown as much, he definitely would be up in silver.
Yeah.
But sorry, Bum. I gotta say it's a good thing that the league's growing. So
yeah,
you're gonna have to toil around there for a little bit more until you win that ship.
Hell yeah! And it doesn't matter what league you're in; it is a grind to win that championship. I don't care if you're gold, silver, or bronze. It's such a grind.
Yeah, it is. I'm currently in the hunt for the silver championship, and
hell yeah, you are.
It's funny. I kind of wanted to talk about this. I don't know how. I haven't even led a lap, let alone won a race. But
consistency is key, Cap.
I've honestly had a season like mirror image from last season because I was very fast last season on a lot of tracks and kept getting taken out. It was very inconsistent all over the place. And this season, I wouldn't say I'm fast, but I would consistently. Well, yeah. I think I've only had one finish outside the top 5, 1 or 2. So
that's why you're in the playoffs, man.
Yeah,
it's
and
huge.
It's definitely a big part of it, and a big part of it also is B-Sprague, not showing up. Kind of helped me out a bit there too. Gotta call a spade, but
yeah. But yeah, so and the great thing about the playoff cutoff, if you've had a funky season where things haven't quite gone your way, but you've been able to grind to get a decent position, points they don't reset, but points kind of come back into view. So now that you have a good chance, right? Like everybody in the run does. So
yeah,
it's going to be very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it really is kind of like a reset for anybody who didn't make the playoffs. They're all starting fresh essentially. Just a 3-run sprint, just trying to get that best average start finish.
Exactly. So, yeah, lots of things going on for sure. Lots of things to think about, take into consideration.
Yeah, and it puts that extra emphasis on the qualifying as well because it's your average start and finish average.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, too. Like right now, Ice Dude Man is beating some playoff runners. So he's ecstatic that he for his best of the rest run that he's starting in 4th. Speaking of starting, here we go. Cars are on the track, looking good. Getting lined up.
Camera set up here.
So I'm gonna hog the mic just a bit. I'll let you take the green, but I'm just gonna give everybody while they're lining up a quick rundown of what this track's like, areas to look for, et cetera, et cetera. So once you get the cameras lined up. Time to wake the cameraman up. He's off his break. Race is starting.
Oh, yeah. Oscar back there getting the fence.
Yeah, he's clearing it out. Cool. So now that you're on it, right now we're going a very long, high-speed straight into the first corner and the most important corner of the track. This corner is, you got to keep speed through it, your momentum fast, but also there's an elevation change at the apex of the corner, which makes it very hard to be consistent in it. And if you drift too wide, you can see that where the guys are taking out the tires, there are some rocks, there's a barrier, and you can just write your race off right there if you hit them. And immediately after that, you're going to see this S corner section here, that the speed that you carry out of that corner actually does affect this whole area here. Even though there are sweeping fast corners, so that speed that the drivers carry through out of that elevation change corner is going to matter a lot. Into this very, very tight right that if you hit the berm, you're more than likely going to flip your car. There's no other way to put it. And so drivers really have to watch that inside to not flip. Then there is probably the easiest corner in the game on this track, that left right there, and then you have kind of a sweeping late apex, not quite a hairpin, but a hairpin, which is going to lead us to the straight, and I'll let you call our green.
Yeah. So, I forgot to switch to preset 1, but we are green.
That's okay, we are green.
And I'm riding on with Bumskag here. They're filing out. That fence being gone is going to help them. Oh, Bumskag gets kicked out, but doesn't collect anybody.
So far, Bile is off the track. Oh, AJ's around.
AJ's around.
Okay, they're recollecting themselves at the back. We are still, I believe we're still green. I don't think that's enough to call a full reset, but something to keep in mind.
Yep, they are still green. It looks like Brad has taken a lead out here.
D-Highs took second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, kind of a tough start, looks like, for Slick.
D-Highs is still in his sights, though, so that's good news. At least that Slick didn't get shuffled back any more than he did. Just the one position. But yeah, Brad's starting to get a pretty good lead, not having any traffic with him. So this is what he wants. He just wants to check out.
Yep, keeps it clean through the ambulance corner.
Looking good, looking good.
And
just gonna
it looks
get my
like
camera on
Ice
Brad
Dude
here.
is also breathing down Slick's neck.
Yeah, he's right there. Man, is he pushing? And as you can see, the top four have really kind of broken off into a gap because Wheelie Bum is fighting Oscar, and this is affecting Dimes because he's kind of stuck in that pack right now, and he is same as Bumskag. Those two, of course, in the playoffs battling each other as we speak, but what they really don't want to happen in this race is to get separated by a couple of non-playoff runners.
Yeah, and that's kind of exactly what's happened to him right now, so he's going to have to figure out something with that. I do want to say, Ice Dude's already ran a 48.5.
Man, Ice Dude, what did he do? Like, drink 3 Monster Energies
he pushed it
like,
up.
EpiPen?
He pushed it up the inside. He's door-to-door with Slick. I'm going to go on board with him.
Wow, he is fighting
Dude.
Slick. He doesn't care he's playoffs at all. He's like, give me that spot. I want it. I love it.
Yep.
It's amazing. Ice Dude is hunting him down. This is an amazing showing by Ice Dude. Really love to see him doing well here and pushing those playoff runners. And it looks like Bumskag has got around Dorcheck and Oscar. Yeah, I got a little 2-for-1 special there, so that's good for Bumskag trying to catch up to Dimes, who is, of course, his playoff competitor.
Oh, Ice Dude again running it up the inside on the S, and I think he's going to hold it this time.
I think he's going to clear him. Yeah, he's got preferred inside here. He's almost cleared him. Slick's going to try to go for an undercut, which is risky on that berm. But
yeah, with a nice block there, puts the bumper in the
Beautiful.
way, says not today, youngin'.
Perfectly legal and very respectable move by Ice Dude. Just park it on the apex and don't let him by.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. Ice Dude has now gotten into a podium position here. Amazing stuff.
It's exciting for him. Just keep it together, Ice, and run smooth.
Slick, on the other hand, is going, what the heck, man? I need those points.
Yep, he's
so,
scrambling and clawing to get back up. I think Ice has just got the better line here right now until Slick,
he's really
can find something. It looks like he's kind of...
Ooh, just want to mention behind Slick and Ice Dude, Dimes is trying to make a move on Wheelie. Ooh, as he hits the berm a little bit.
He caught that berm. He was able to save it, though.
Yeah. Now Wheelie is breathing down the neck of Slick here.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay, he's going to try to make a move here. Doesn't quite make it. Slick keeps the faster outside line, but yeah, looks like Slick's got some more people breathing down his neck here.
Oh, Ice Dude, no!
No! Oh, the worst luck. And just like that, with an insanely fast showing by him, that you flip. And the fact that he's taking his time to regroup the track, that is going to call a caution. That's why he's not rushing to get back on the track. He's going to get automatically shuffled to the back. But horrible luck, man. On a spot that if there is a small little lip there, and if you hit it, it'll flip you like that. But horrible luck. I hate to see that. happen to anybody, but especially Ice Dude, who's doing so well.
Yeah, that's a bummer, but if he can keep it
Speaking
together...
of whoa! Slick and Bumskeg made some contact. Nothing intentional there or malicious, but it caused Slick to go a little wide, and he lost a position or two.
Yeah, and they are going to go to
the
caution here.
Yeah.
So
a little bit more
Wheelie
drama near the end.
Yeah, Wheelie took number 3 from Dimes.
Whoa, Slick, slow down, buddy. Came flying in. Yeah, I think he forgot there was a caution. Head in the game, bud. There we go. Yeah, so lining them back up, as you were saying, D-Highs is now taking the second place.
Yep, he has. And Wheelie Bum had taken third from Dimes, but he's lining up on the outside. Not sure if that's an intentional move or if he's just...
Well, I do believe it's only pole position gets to choose inside or outside, so it looks like Dimes did pass him on the end, at the end that we missed.
No, he didn't, but he...
No. Or Dimes
really
is in the better spot, right?
Third. Yeah, I think they're just mixed up.
Oh, they're fixing it. They're fixing it? Are they?
Maybe. I don't know.
Regardless. It might be intentional. But it looks like we got a playoff position in 1, 2, 3, a non-playoff position in 4th, and then a playoff position is in 5th. Where is... I'm trying to find Dimes here. There, he's there. He's there, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4... And, of course, where's my... There's Slick. There he is. Slick's in 7th currently. So, playoff position still in the top half, but we're lining them up here. Getting packed in. And we are green after this first race restart, going into lap 9 here in the week 1 of the playoffs on Sandstone. Brad takes an early lead. D-Highs makes a good outside run. Let's see how this first corner goes.
And Dimes pushes it way wide, is all the way across the track. That's going to slow him down a little bit. Is Wheelie going to be able to capitalize? No, he backs out of it.
He chooses life instead of going for the risky move.
Yeah, lives to see another day. But he throws it up underneath on that corner. What a beautiful move.
Nice.
Knew exactly
That's a risky one to do with that berm there. Ooh,
yeah.
Contact.
Knew exactly how much room he had.
Yeah. So it looks like Slick is making a move on Bumskeg here on the straight, just at a little bit of a better exit speed. Moves up a spot.
Yep,
Two, of course,
back up in the
championship.
Yep, he's back up in the top 5. He's happy about that, but he's going to keep pushing.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's still got a non-playoff in front of him. Non-playoff.
Yeah, that's
contender.
huge. Huge when you got that little bit of a gap.
Oh, but
being
Wheelie's
made by
going to run
Wheelie.
it up under Dimes. Not quite able to hold it.
Jump the gun a little bit there because you're in a non-preferred position if you can't carry the speed out, and that's kind of what happened there. But it can move. We've seen it work in the past for sure, so it's definitely a reputable move. Looks like he's going to try to send it up the inside again on Dimes. Not quite. Close.
Yeah,
And
I think
Brad
he might be just
has
biding
a
his time right now. He's not driving super aggressive, just staying on the line.
Yeah. Is Dimes going to go for a move here on D-Highs, I wonder? Keeps it in line, keeps it smooth. Okay. Breathing down each other's neck. Looking good, looking good. Glad that restart had less drama in it than our start did.
Yeah,
And
I
Brad
didn't
is
see
starting
any
to run away with that
casualties.
clean air. Yeah, it looks like everything's staying straight, but Brad's got that clean air and he's running with it. I can almost call it the W effect at this point, where you got a fast guy in pole, nobody's bugging him. See you later.
Yep.
That's exactly what's happening here.
3 guys battling. Wheelie Bum gets that inside line going into the right-hander.
Loses a little bit of speed to the bumps. That might affect him making a move or not.
Yeah, I think he really just took a conscious effort to back out of that. I think he knew too wide through the ambulance corners.
He's seen a fellow competitor flip on that corner with Ice Dude, so...
Yeah.
He's going to go for an undercut here. He tries, but
Oh no, the
D-Highs locks it
D-Highs.
down.
Yeah.
He says, no siree. And because the D-Highs took that defensive line, which is, of course, slower, it kind of packed up Wheelie Bum with Slick and Bumskag, and they are all in a huge group going down the straight. These last 3 laps are going to be very hectic with that pack.
Yeah. And that's going to
Oh,
be
never mind. Is there a
a
caution?
caution.
Late race
Who?
caution.
Wow. So we're going to get a restart 2-lap sprint finish.
Oh, this is where things are scary for playoff contenders. If something happens and you get spun or you take a nap off and fly off the track, whatever may happen, it can be scary, man. Scary stuff. Late race caution. So we're going to be green to the end when they get going.
Yep. And barring a full restart, yeah, it's going to be all the way to the end. 2 laps.
Ron's always tends to have a flair for the dramatic when it comes to these races. Everybody else watching him for a reason. Anything can happen. And we're getting that late race, as late as you can get, race restart. So
yep,
it's all or nothing.
And all the main competitors are up at the front.
Yep. And Wheelie Bum is still taking. He's basically taking Ice Dude's slot there with the odd man out of the playoff contenders, saying, "Hello, I like these points," because it separates him from his competitors, Wheelie Bum. So he loves being in that pack.
Yep.
I'll let you take this green.
Alright, they're packing them in here. 45 miles an hour, they're green. Alright, let's see how they get through the gentle right-hander here. Oh, they're fanning out and getting aggressive. Slick's running it up the inside. Him and Bum just kind of muscled Wheelie out of the way there. Oscar goes up top. Somebody else goes up top. Wheelie comes down into the other Bum.
Ooh, Slick clips the wall. That could have been really bad. Lucky he didn't spin him.
Yep. And he gives a nose into Bumskag. No, and Bum's around.
That is the worst luck. Bumskag, a playoff contender, getting his quarter panel turned. Oh, my God.
Yep.
Hate to see that. Also, Brad Perk and D-Eyes had the lead for a split second there. We wanted to mention that. Brad Perk just took it back. Horrible luck for Bumskag, man. That is, it's a killer. Hopefully he can grind something back here in these last laps.
Yep, I'm going to ride up with Brad here.
This is the battle to watch. D-Highs has a chance.
Yep, see what D-Highs has got for me. Gets that inside run coming down the hill. This corner is what really makes or breaks the lap time. You scrub too much speed there. It looks like Brad's gotten through pretty quick.
Yeah. D-Highs might get aggressive here because this is almost his last chance to pass.
I couldn't quite draw even. If he could have forced Slick to stay down, or Brad to stay down the inside.
He's got to watch it. Dimes is coming in. Dimes tried to take advantage and go for a move there, but it didn't quite work out for him, but he's still very happy in third. Brad, D-Highs, Dimes, Slick, and Wheelie Bum make up your top 5.
Yep. Bumskag all the way to the back, man.
That is, weren't we just talking about in the stream?
Yep.
Bumskag with like the worst luck. He has the chops to run with the best. He does, and it's just worst luck. Worst luck. My heart goes out to him, man. It's a killer.
Bumskag, I feel your pain, buddy.
Hey, I've literally been there. I've literally been there.
I think I passed my bad luck to him.
Yeah, I think we've both felt that before, just running a great race and then something happened at the end. That's just the worst luck. So
there's almost always a victim in those late race restarts. And
but I do want to say congrats to Brad, extending his point lead even more. But with D-Highs getting that second place, that'll help him catch up to Slick here, which is going to make the second place battle very interesting.
Indeed.
So, a new addition to PRA's tracks is Clay Ridge Main Circuit Reverse. And God, do I love this track. God, do I love this track. It's hectic. It's hectic. I know, but I love it.
yeah, it's a track for sure.
Oh, it is the track. So we'll get into talking about that track later, but we got the winner of that race hopping in for a little post-race interview. How you doing, Brad Burke?
Pretty good. That was a really good race, actually. That's a lot of fun.
That was nuts watching that race from our perspective, just seeing everything happening, everybody negotiating their positions on a track like that was absolutely amazing and really impressive on your end, being able to kind of hunker down and keep that first place position for basically the whole race.
Yeah, through a couple
D-Highs and I
restarts.
were in a very, very difficult battle. It was getting really tight towards the end there. I was scared he was going to cut up inside of me and take it, but
Yeah, it
You're
looked
able
like
to
he
fend
was
them
giving
off.
you. Looks like he was giving you all you could handle there, but you were able to come away victorious.
I'm wondering what happened to Slick, because I was expecting a close battle with him too, but he seemed to get caught up towards the start there on the first restart. And
Well, at the start, you can thank your good friend Ice Dude Man for making his day a living hell because Ice raced him and passed him before he flipped on his own accord. Ice was in third, and he was slowing him down because they were battling, and Ice got around him. So that's kind of what happened to
oh,
Slick. Yeah.
Ice really picked it up here for the playoffs. He's
He
doing
did.
really good too.
I said he must have jammed like 3 rock stars and something else in his arm because he was flying, man.
Yeah,
So, but it was a crazy race to see mid-pack, the battles he had at the start, and the absolute worst luck on Bumskeg's part. We mentioned it earlier. I hate to see that happen to a playoff contender. Get spun on a race restart, but it
Yeah.
happens. But yeah, it's one less guy for you to worry about, I guess, right?
Oh, can't count Blumskeg out. He's a quick guy. He'll figure out a way to get his points back up. He'll probably do really good next race, and I can expect him to give
If
me
he
hell
corner
on
bombs
next
you
week.
and you get last, he brought his points back. So
Yeah.
Don't give him that idea. He's probably watching right now.
But anyway, even with all the drama that happened in between, amazing race, amazing run, Brad Perk. Good luck in the next one.
Thank you.
yeah.
And
Congratulations.
yeah, good luck, man. Have fun.
Thanks.
Cool. Okay, that was Brad Perk, the winner of the race the crazy race that we just watched. And he goes back into qualifying on Clay Ridge. And yeah, we were talking about this track itself. We've heard my opinions. What's your opinion on this track?
It's not my favorite. I've put in a little bit of practice in the last day or two and gotten a little bit faster. It's just not a track I'm super familiar with. Like you said, we haven't ran it here in PRA before, so I've never
It is a curveball.
I've never really had a reason to sit down and grind it. So I don't have that consistency, I feel like, yet. But I'm getting there. It's a tough track. It's muddy and bumpy. There's
Mm-hmm.
2 different ways you can go up the hill, but the left side is far faster.
Yep. You're going to probably see everybody, unless they're forced to go wide, shuffle into the left side.
Yeah. And then really that downhill combo, those last 2 turns coming downhill, that little berm on the inside is deadly, and I think it's going to claim some victims tonight as well.
Oh, it will. Yeah, I just went and checked in our other lobby. It looks like they're already done qualifying, so I don't have any statistics for it. They've already finished their race, so just waiting on the A. A race, of course, took longer because more cautions occurred.
Yep.
So we will see. We'll know our stats once they're done there. Actually, that lobby's full, so I got to wait for a random to get kicked out so I can join back in, but that's fine. No worries
they just
there.
got kicked. You should be good.
Perfect. Yeah. There, connection failed. I'll get in there eventually, but yeah. So it should be an interesting track. It can definitely you carry a lot of speed going on that downhill that you were talking about into the first corner, which you want to carry your speed through that first corner as well. It's wide. And we're doing the reverse, right? So it's wide to the left. Yeah. So yeah, it's a difficult track to really master. It's gonna be interesting how the guys approach it. another random must have joined in and saying it's full again. They're beating me to the punch. That's okay. Are they qualifying currently?
They are. They're on their
Okay.
outlap still.
Gotcha. Another thing to bring up, you said, was the track is bumpy. I'm assuming that the drivers will be, of course, addressing that in their tune. Might see some force suspensions instead of slamming it. We'll see how high or low those cars are sitting. Something to look out for sure.
Yeah, there are not many tracks where I outright go 5 suspension with this car. Most tracks, unless it's Espadalen or something, most other tracks, I'm taking a 4 suspension.
Yeah, makes sense. There, I just got that in.
Just with this car, it feels better. It feels like it understeers too much in 5 suspension for me.
Yeah, well, this car, people do like it, and I like it too, but it does have some body roll to it. It's something you just have to accommodate for when you're racing it. I mean, you'll probably see it a bunch how it sits anyway when we're watching the streams, so it's something the drivers have to put into consideration. But how's their lap times looking?
So we got D-Highs just ran a 36.1.
Nice.
And then Dimes has got a 36.3. Wheelie Bum's got a 36.3. Brad Perk's got a 36.3. Dimes just ran a 36.1.
Nice.
And then Slick's at a 36.7. And the rest of the field's in 37s. So, yeah, again, the players you'd expect are where you'd expect them to be for this one.
Yeah, exactly. Hoping Bumskeg can recover from that last race, as heartbreaking as that is, and try to recover some points. Hopefully we'll see him qualify good. They got a couple more laps to do it. These are by far the laps that you're seeing on the screen are not the end of it. There are a lot more, 2 more laps to go, or 1 now at this point. But we're going to definitely, Bumskeg just moved up, I was saying. He hit the 36s, so that's good.
Yep, he's up to 7th.
Wheelie Bum. He's trying to really run away from the best of the rest competition, as he's in 3rd right now with his qualifying position.
Yeah, he sure is. He's putting in a strong showing for that, for sure.
Yeah. Got some drivers finishing up here. Wow. D-Highs ran a 35.8.
Oh, wow.
30, not 36.8, ladies and gentlemen. 35.8. 5.1. That is almost half, not quite, but almost half a second faster than 2nd. Definitely half a second faster than 3rd. That is, man. Whew, that's flying.
That is flying.
And I'm interested to see if that's going to be a pace for him that he's going to maintain, or if that's just you get that odd perfect lap that you hit. But we'll see how his race pace shows versus that lap time bump that he has, right? So
yeah, for sure. That's the thing about league racing is there's 2 aspects of it, right? You've got the qualifying, which is kind of your hot lapping, which is its own separate mentality from the actual race. And so if you're able to do both strong, do both well, and maintain that pace through both, it's going to do you very well.
Yeah.
That was something I had struggled with when I first came into the league. I'd be able to go and qualify and practice really well, but when it came down to it and it was time to race and, you're on stream, this and that, it's, nerves can get to you.
Oh, man, and that's something that really people don't put into account when they think about racing, is the nerves when you're on stream in the car racing against all these other guys that all have their eyes on the same prize, an entire lobby full of it.
Yep.
And you're trying to battle those guys, and these are all other people. They're not just computers. You're sitting at home playing the campaign. These are people that are all have their own aspirations trying to do the thing. It's amazing to see all these people here for one, but two, it's such a amazing atmosphere, and the pressure builds and it builds and it's hard. And if you slip up once, it can be detrimental. And like I'm not trying to pick on Ice Dude Man, but a great way to show it. He had an amazing qualifying. His race pace was great. He actually got around Slick there. We saw a beautiful move, and he just had that little lapse in judgment, which had his car flip right. And it just goes to show that like you, even at the moments where you have a little bit of breathing room, that it still can happen. That stress, it can hit you.
You can't ever let up that concentration. You gotta
be dialed in.
Dialed in 100% of the race.
And the other thing is frustration. When you're in the race and you're driving for as hard as you are trying to push, and something happens, you can't let your anger get the best of you, because it really affects your lap. It affects your judgment. So that's the other thing. Drivers, if something happens that they're unhappy about or whatever, they got to keep their cool and just focus on their race. Like I've had plenty of times where I remember last season where a couple times I got put into the wall, lap one. It's like, well, it happened. There's no. I remember saying in my head, it happened. There's no point being angry about it. You just got to grind your way back as best as you can. There's no point. It's in the past. It happened, and that's something that you're going to see less of in the Bronze Series, because there's less experience. People haven't been driving as long. They don't have that mental fortitude quite built up that some of the other drivers have. But it's still really impressive, some of these guys, how they can handle this pressure of racing on stream against all these other guys for the championship.
Yeah, you said it. It's impressive, and I'm happy to be here and be part of the people that brings it out to the world.
Oh, yeah. We don't have any stress. We just get to watch and go, holy crap, something happened.
Oh, no.
We got the fun job.
I get plenty of the stress. I race, too.
Oh, yeah. No, we do. But right now, we don't have to. Oh, yeah. You and I have dealt with stress. No, we've been in stressful Gold Series situations. We know about it. But
together,
right now, we get to watch. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. So, anyway. No, it's a great thing to watch, great thing to see, and I'm really happy how this season turned out. I know we're not done yet, but here's some. Looks like we might have Old Stock joining us this race. You ran a 36.6, not in the booth. No, I mean in A lobby. Yeah, let's get him in here. No, Old Stock ran a 36.67. That's a pretty good time. We'll see if that'll be fast enough to bump somebody out of the A lobby and put him in.
Oh yeah, that should be.
I think it will be. So we'll see. Numbers are getting crunched. We'll see who. But that's another guy we're going to see on stream. Old Stock, another Canadian. I'm going to bring it up, but also a really guy who's been playing this game for a while. I've definitely seen him in the lobbies quite a bit, so he's got that race experience under his belt. For sure.
He does indeed.
Man. So you got a pick. If you had to look at this group right now, you got a pick for who's winning?
Look at that time.
Sorry?
D-Highs. Look at the time.
Oh, look at that time you said. The time. D-Highs. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, 3/10 faster than the field. I don't know how you pick against that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to pick for an upset, and I want Wheelie Bum to win, because I'd love to see a non-playoff guy win a playoff race. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be incredible. That would be really cool to have happen week one of the playoffs.
Imagine your first PRA win be
in the
playoffs, and you beat all the playoff guys when you weren't in the playoff. That'd be amazing. And because I'm pretty sure Wheelie hasn't won a race this season. I could check, but I don't think he has. He's done good, but I'm not sure if he's won one. So that'd be amazing. If he could, that'd be just so. That's where I'm putting my chips on. I'm gonna steal a bit from Oscar and Bumskag there, but of course our Silver Series and Gold Series commentators.
Yeah,
they've been killing it. Let me take a look at our statistics here, and I'll tell you right now if. I don't think he. Where's Wheelie? No, he hasn't even led a lap yet. So it'd be awesome to see him grind past some of this insane competition.
That would be very cool.
Yeah. Oh.
And Dimes, after having an probably below average for his own standards finish, is right there, second place in this one. So,
Oh yeah.
he's going to be excited about that.
Anything can happen in these playoffs, man. Anything can happen. It's really good. Gonna. Yeah, another guy that has won a race this season but isn't here is Daddy McNasty. Must be busy, but another really fast guy. Wish he could have made it. Oh, he's a strong competitor. Been racing the league for a while.
Yeah, Daddy McNasty. He's very fast. I think he's missed a couple races this season. Otherwise, I think he'd be right there in that 1, 2, 3 conversation.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm looking back at our chat and everybody. D. Westberg said before he flipped around, "We're all here for Ice Dude for the win." And you could tell during the chat when he started flipping, and everybody went, "No, Ice Dude,
Oh,
no!"
no.
So yeah. And Oscar earlier said kick vote for Wired Colt, Napkins B Dog. I'm not on that list. I'm good. I have a very different accent from Colt, so I don't think he thinks I'm Colt. But I don't know. Oscar in his old age might be,
Yeah, he
might be
needs to turn his
slipping.
hearing aid up.
So yeah, man, a lot of guys are saying Ice Dude for the win. They really want to see him bounce back and.
Yeah, and he just made the A lobby, it looks like, by the skin of his teeth. So he's got a chance.
That's good to see. Got a chance. Let's. Do you want to call out the lobby standings
Sure.
this time?
Sure. So in A lobby, sitting on the pole, we got D High's 78. He ran that 35.851, which is a blazing fast time.
Bullet.
Yep. Second place, we got CTS Dimes. He ran a 36.146. Behind him, we got Wheelie a Bum, 36.367. Brad Perk, who I believe is going to be our points leader for the playoffs currently, 36.371. Got Angelic, or AJ. Yeah, 36.513. Old Stock Canuck sneaking in at number 7, 36.667. That was harder to say than it needed to be. We got Mad Matt. Bunch of numbers. He ran a 36.740. Slick ran a 36.798. Had Bumskag running a 36.820. He was the last 36. Dorchak ran a 37.030. Black Sierra ran a 37.174. Oscar's fourth. Getting into that A main, 37.197. And then Ice Dude Man 420, blaze it, bro, 37.216.
Yeah, so it really goes to show you if you didn't run a low 47, which is a very commendable time, that you weren't making it into this A main. Everybody is really putting on a great show and definitely has grinded out these lap times over the last week probably, knowing some of these guys. So, man, but looks like the chat is happy Ice is going to be on TV again. They want to see him bounce back after that unfortunate wreck and really show these guys what's up. So we'll have to check on him during the race. But yeah, this is I expect to see a caution or two this race. I'm not trying to jinx it, but it is a tight track.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time we've ran here. I'm expecting some drama as well.
Oh yeah. It's not a PRA race with a little bit of drama, but that's what people come back for, man. So,
And I think we're just about ready to get them lined up and
Timer's
going.
counting down.
Yep.
Who are we waiting on? I'll
Slick.
call somebody out.
Come on,
Slick's
Slick.
not ready.
Put her in gear,
Finish
Slick.
your smoke up.
The pedal on the right.
There we go. He's back. Do you wanna? I'll let you do the track rundown. Quick track rundown when they go around here, if you want.
Sure. Let's get that chase far. So turn 1 is a pretty wide sweeping turn that goes from tarmac to like a gravelish mud. You really have to maintain your speed well through here into a split in the track. You really want to take this left, as you'll see. Everybody's going up the left here, up the hill, because it allows you to keep more speed through this little straight. This little, it's not really straight, up at the top of the hill. There's kind of a kink there, and then it's 2 downhill lefts back to the main straight. They've kind of stopped and made my job hard.
They're getting their lineup figured out.
Yeah. So this berm sticking up right here on the left side, very dangerous. Coming down the hill,
City.
It's really easy to throw it into that turn too soon. And then same thing with this corner, coming around back onto the tarmac briefly, and then back it down into the dirt. You got a lot of surface changes that change the behavior, the handling, that really makes this track tricky. And then a very bumpy straightaway here that if you don't find the right line.
And they are green as they dive into the first corner.
They are green. Bum makes room on the inside.
Some are going wide the first corner. Interesting choice.
We got...
Stay out of the drama.
Yeah.
Oh my god, here they are connecting again. A little bit of contact with Slick. And who was that? Matt? But they keep it straight. Yep. Interesting choice. I like the strategy by some of the drivers there, taking the slower line, but less traffic on the outlap.
Yep.
If it was by choice. Sometimes you just get pushed that way. So, but first corner here looks like opposite of commentators' curse. Wheelie Bum has taken the lead.
Well, race ain't over yet.
Oh, it's far from over, but at least he's getting his first lap led in PRA in a championships race. So he got that under his belt at least. So that know what, I'll give him a little round of applause there for him.
I'm gonna ride on board with him just because he's got Brad and D-Highs and Slick behind, but he's making some room on them.
It's that effect when when you're a fast driver and you're in first and you got some you got no traffic where the guys behind you are battling, you can get a little bit of a gap. So that's kind of what we saw there with that effect occurs right now. Brad goes wide.
Brad goes wide out in that dirt.
Oh, Slick hits the wall.
Oh, I saw him turn around back there.
Oh, he took the corner a little too tight, just like you mentioned it not a lap ago, and just like that, that's probably going to pull out our caution.
It is a caution.
And Slick goes to the back, one of our playoff runners. Insane. He's got that bum skate luck. Insane. Yeah, that can happen. Just a blink of an eye, you misjudge it just a little bit, and bam, you're in the dirt. But I'm gonna restack him up here. The Bum's on that pole, man, and he's got a menace beside him and Brad Perk really gunning for this championship.
Yeah, and then he's got D-Highs right behind him.
Yeah.
So,
D-Highs old stock moving up as well, going from the B main into fourth after this restart. Very impressive.
Yeah.
And looks like we got. There we go. Packs lining up, but Yeah, I saw most of it, and you can see that where that corner starts to ramp up. He just went in a little too tight, or he might have got hung up on something. Regardless, he smacked that wall and it spun him around. But I'll let you take the green this time, by.
Yep, I'm riding on with Wheelie Bum, see if he can, how he negotiates this restart here. They're onto the tarmac and they are green.
Ooh, some drivers get pushed wide. Keep it clean.
And
Wide line again.
Dimes goes the wide line this time. Let's see if that. And Brad
Dimes.
also. Did Dimes
Black's
go
here
over?
is spun around. Dimes hit the berm going that wide line, and that pushed him back quite a bit.
Oh no!
Insane. On both areas of the track, different things happen there. So with that, Bumskeg's now in fourth and breathing down the neck of D-Highs, who is his competitor, and Bumskeg's luck's turned around, which is really great, but we have Dimes going wide again. Interesting. Let's see how this turns out for him. That might have helped him out, because he slows down AJ in the process, just kind of cutting off the field.
Oh, wheelie! He did.
No!
That was self-inflicted. He ran it too wide between the downhill turns and spun into the inside barrier. He's back
Such
to
a
10th.
technical track. Oh,
Yeah,
horrible luck, man. Just like that, and it can happen, and we got another caution on lap 8. Oh my god. So that's the same area now, twice, as claimed drivers. Unfortunate for Wheelie Bum there, man. Crazy.
And that means that now Brad Perk is going to have the lead.
Yeah, with D-Highs beside him now.
And, Slick, it looks like, is in 11th, so it looks like he got caught up. Or he did. He was the first caution.
Yeah.
So, and there wasn't really hardly any time to be able to work
grind
up.
your way back up. Although with the unfortunate effects of what happened there, Bumskeg, it's good for him. He's grinded his way back up a little bit. Just looking at our playoff runners, of course, focusing on them a little bit because they're in the grind for the points. Same with Dimes. He's very happy in his position, still being close to front. But yeah, it's been crazy, man. A lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to go green here. I'll call it. We are green. Onto the tarmac and sending it. First corner pretty clean. See how they do the uphill tight section. See if some drivers opt to go left. Dimes again, as well as Dorchek, opting to take that left route. See, ooh, no, Dimes again hits the berm.
Oh,
just like the last restart.
And Oscar hits the berm and pulls.
Oh, no.
That's tough.
So again, we had two drivers that had incidents. Dimes hit the corner wrong.
On the
exact same way he hit the corner wrong before. He hits a little bit of the berm and it sends him wide into that tire barrier. So he's going to try to grind his way back up again. But wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, Wheelie
Never
Bum
seen
was
something like that
behind
happen.
Oscar, and Oscar hit the inside and brought Wheelie to almost a complete stop. That was unfortunate for him. I'm going to go on with Ice Dude here, who's battling in 7th place.
Again, Dimes is going to the outside. You probably see if you're on Ice Dude, you probably just saw him rejoin.
Yeah.
Insane.
I can understand wanting to go that way once or twice if traffic looks heavy, but that way is undoubtedly slower.
I've tested it. It's slower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting
So
choice.
maybe he just feels he can run consistently better that way, but he's already taken himself out twice.
Now, Dorchek is taking that road again, but I watched what happened there. He just got forced a little wide, so that's why it's a good backup plan. But the intentional going around it, Dimes didn't do it this time. Is an interesting strategy. But with it all said and done, I'm looking at the front of the pack again. We got Brad Perkin first, but he does not have a huge gap on D-Highs, who ran the fastest positioning lap that we've seen so far, and currently not the fastest lap of the race. That goes to Brad Perk, but still a very commendable time. Oh, old stock saves it. Hit the inside berm of the out of the second corner, and luckily the second route was there for him. He just darted across. He said, "Nope, not going that way." Good save by him, though.
Looks like we got
Crazy.
a battle brewing up at the front between Brad and D-Highs. I'm going to ride up with that.
A very important position for these two.
Yep. Now, Slick has battled his way all the way back up into third, brought himself into points conversation again.
Mm-hmm. A good question, too, is if Brad won the last race, does he get an extra point for winning that race? Because he's got 4 wins instead of 3? Or does that only count pre-playoff?
I don't know.
I'm asking good questions here.
You are. You're asking the questions we need answered, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because that means first place might be extra
Wired,
important.
We need you in here.
Yeah. But yeah, because that could make first place even more important for D-Highs trying to catch up to Brad in points. Man, looks like we got, oh my god, a group in the back. Oh my gosh, wheelie bums on 2 wheels. Oh, he lost like 5 positions there. I know you're up on the front, but it's just this crazy. Old stock's going around.
I've moved back, yep. Bumskag, Mad Matt's making a move up the inside.
It's just this giant group. Dimes is sliding in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the
now
chaos.
Wheelie's back up.
3 wide.
3 wide out of the last corner. Down the hill into the straight.
Crazy, crazy.
Oh no!
Oh no! Yeah, that is gonna be the C word. That's at least 1 tally. I don't know if that'll count as 2 or not. We're doing the tally system now that we've done 2. We'll see as D-Highs is chasing down Brad Perkin going across the line if they will call a caution or not. That might just be 1 tally though.
Nope, they're slowing it up.
Nope, it's a caution. Okay, that is a caution. So they are calling it. There were a couple cars involved, so I'm not surprised that it was considered a caution.
Yeah, I think there were 3
is a single car tally system.
Yeah, I think there were 3 or 4 cars, so probably multiple.
I mean, they were asking for it. They were going 3-4 wide across this entire track at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, man, again, another late race caution.
Yep. This time we're going to have 3 to go. They will be green to checkered. Because caution cutoff is lap 17.
Yeah, so we'll probably see green to the end unless there's a full race restart here.
Which, with
happen.
turn 1 on this course, that's not out of the cards.
No, it's not. But I'll let you take the green.
Yep, I'm going to ride in the middle here with Black Sierra.
Yeah, sounds good.
Actually, let's go with Dimes. He's like right in the middle. And
here we go. Nice. I'm excited.
Uh-oh. Bum almost made an early move. Alright, and they're green. Dimes dives up the inside and gets pushed into the wall. Yep,
that is exactly why you don't dive up the inside on a start like that. You'll get punished for it. Yeah, it looks like he's going. Oh, AJ's around.
AJ, it looks like, is around. Oscar
is flipping.
Oh,
Oscar's
man,
on top of his
Oscar.
Roof. Crazy. It looks like we're still green here. They would be slowing down here to do the restart if they're not. So we're going to be green to the end here. Unfortunate luck for Oscar, but man, after all that is said and done, we got Dorchek and Slick battling for 3rd right now. Slick has grinded his way back up.
Oh, Ice Dude and Mad Matt get into it.
Ooh.
Well, Slick and Dimes. Not Slick.
Dimes is going to the outside again. Time and time again, he's been doing it, but at some point you got to ask why. I'm not going to, it's
I don't
creative.
Question,
it's just.
I don't want to question his method. It's just so much different than what everybody else is doing.
Interesting move to say the least, and we almost had a full spin there between Dimes and Wheelie Bum. Luckily, he saved it. But Bumskag is chasing down Dimes now.
Yep, Slick just made a good move on D-Highs to get up into
he took it.
second. Yeah.
He's got 2 laps to go now to chase down Brad.
Yeah, and he's got what seems to be a little run, making up a little ground on Brad here.
And Deheis has to hold back Dorchak, Dimes, and Bumskeg behind him. So interesting to see if he'll be able to pull that off. Down to the wire, coming up on our last lap. Race 2, week 1 of the playoffs. Brad tapped that wall? Or no, okay, that was a little bit late. I thought Brad tapped the wall. I was like, oh, just like that, and now it's a... But no, he kept it clean, but Slick is still right there.
And it
Brad
looks like Brad,
super clean.
Yeah, plays the safe line through there. Maybe gives up a tenth of a second to Slick, who's running more aggressive. But he's going to take home the checkered flag. And that's a very strong showing for Brad Perk. 2 wins tonight. Slick, second place. Not bad after that first
after everything at the start, he grinded his way back up. Deheis was a very commendable third. I know he did start on pole, but still, hey, third is a great position, especially in a tight playoff run like this. Dorchak beating the best of the rest in points, taking that 4th place. Very good spot for him. He's trying to, grind for that spot. Bumskeg takes 5th above his competitor Dimes in 6th. And that top 6 is your top 5 playoff guys. Man, what a race. What a race. And we're going to get Brad Perk in here again for another interview. Man, a lot happened there. Some ups, some downs, lefts and rights. Never fails. Yeah. Crazy. I'm almost in shock. Gotta settle down here.
That's about what I expected. I expected a little bit of carnage, and races like that, drivers with the steel nerves are the ones who end up on top.
Oh, yeah. And Brad's definitely had nerves of steel this entire season. He's been able to hold, it's not easy to hold first position because when you're in first, you can't really do the follow thing where you got the guy in front of you, where you're using kind of as a guideline to improve upon on.
Yeah.
You're on your own. So it really goes to show Brad being able to keep those firsts. Really, really impressive.
Well, and being in first gives you the disadvantage of, in this game, anybody who's behind you can dive up under.
Yeah, it's huge. And speak of the devil,
Wired has sent me back.
Brad Perk. Yeah, I had to send you back. We were just saying how impressive it's been that you've been able to hold on to these first place, even when you lose them throughout the race, but be able to still come out with the win, man. Congratulations. That is the first ever in PRA history, to my knowledge, sweep in a playoff. W's might have done it in the past, but still, regardless, very few have put their name in that column for a sweep in a playoff.
Yeah, congratulations.
That was definitely stressful. Slick was barreling down on me in those last few laps.
He was a rocket.
The pressure was definitely getting to me because I don't know if you guys were watching, but I was messing up that first corner for about the last 5 laps. Every time we came around, I messed it up.
I thought I saw you clip it. If you go back and watch the stream, I thought you clipped it. You got really close to it, and I was like, and you lost a little speed, but you didn't clip it. You just kind of took it wrong. So, yeah, man, that pressure, it's been a theme of the night we've been talking about with this playoff series. The pressure, you got to be able to handle it, and man, have you been handling it?
It was really definitely a great night of racing. That second race, again, me and Deheis were just stuck on each other. Couldn't get away from each other, but we were getting away from the rest of the pack for a while. It's just the pressure's on in playoffs, man. Everyone's doing their best, and even non-playoff guys are pushing faster than I've ever seen them push.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, best of the rest, man. They want it.
Yeah, they've still got something to fight for.
Yep.
For sure.
That's great to see. You got any questions for him, Cap?
No, I was just impressed how you were able to go out there and restart after restart. You were able to consistently keep the lead, especially knowing how anybody's able to really get the jump and jump under you at any time. Takes nerves of steel, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, really impressive.
I had a different mindset this week, and I think that was part of it this entire time, right? Like, I've been looking at the scoreboard, and I'm like, okay, I need this many points to stay ahead, and then like recently the way it's gone is I win the first race and Slick wins the second, or vice versa. So after the first race, I look at the points, I'm like, okay, I have this much of a gap, so I can afford to be here. And then I usually finish around where I'm like, oh, I can afford to be here. So I just wiped that mindset. I was like, I don't care what the points gap is. I want to grow that points gap, not just break even. And I went for it. And
you can't focus. Like I was just gonna say, it's actually unhealthy as a racer's mindset to into a race and do the math saying I need to be here. Because if you're ever in a spot where you're not there, you feel more pressure to have to be there, and it can cause mistakes. So going into it with a clear mindset, it's just another race. I'm gonna do the best that I can, no matter what happens. Is the way to go into it, man. It's so good for you to understand it and go into it saying, hey, like I got to do my best, just try to push for the top. And
gotta have that killer instinct, man. You gotta just go for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do have one more question for you, kind of an opinion of a question. We saw in that race, Dimes was really, especially on the restarts, choosing the right side lane on the restarts to try to avoid some traffic, I think. What's your opinions on a strategy like that? Because we saw you stick to the left religiously.
I mostly went for the left. I think there was one restart, if it wasn't the first start, where I just went off to the right because I didn't want to deal with it. But after that, because I had practiced for both lines, knowing that I'd have to take the right as a backup at least once. And the right side's definitely slower, and it's harder to slot in with everyone. You definitely feel like you're going to cause a wreck more. So it kind of a confusing play to see, like as a conscious decision rather than like I've been pressured out here. But it is smart, right? Because if you can slot in front of someone, they'll have to check up. You'll slow them down, and you'll get the run because you had less speed, so you don't have to brake in that downhill double left hand because you already don't have a lot of speed built up. So there's some strategy involved in it. It's just not for me.
Yeah, and like you said, you did use it that one time just to stay away from the drama, because that really is the left lane is a one line slot there, right? You can go side by side, but it's pretty tight. So it was just great. Everybody, this track added another element, having that split in the middle of it. So it was great seeing everybody, choose different strategies, really. So, but again, congratulations. You put yourself in a good spot going into the endurance race. You looking forward to it?
I am. I'm definitely scared. I've done an endurance race in the Grand Theft Auto League. I haven't done one in Wreckfest, and usually I start slipping up around 15 to 20 laps. So it's a little nerve-wracking.
That's only the third of the race you're going to have to do, so it'll be interesting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recommend getting some good tunes, man. Get some good tunes going in the background and just drive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're in for a long haul. You're doing. Yeah. Oscar's going to be in his element, though. He's used to the long treks, so.
Oh yeah, the trucker.
Yeah, watch out for him. But anyway, congratulations, Brad Perk, and good luck in your final race of the season.
Yeah, congratulations and good luck.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, Brad. Well, that was Brad Perk. Back-to-back wins in the playoffs. Hey, if you're going to do it, do that, right? It's to get much better.
Yeah, I mean,
much better it is. Yeah.
Left himself in a really good position going into the final race of the season. It's pretty much his to lose now.
Yeah. But let's just say in that endurance race, he DNFs because of
within striking distance, though.
It's a long race. If you DNF, man, it's a big anything can happen. Like, he's in a good spot, but it is not over, and that goes for everybody in this championship. So definitely tune in next Monday to watch the finale of the season where we crown a champion. For Bronze Series PRA.
Alrighty. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Captain Napkins.
And I'm Squeller. Oh, also check out Wednesday night. We're running Silver and Gold Series. Insane battles there as well. Want to sneak that one in.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Wednesday starting at 7. Silver. You'll see Cap in there.
So.
Yeah, you'll see Cap.
Yep. All right. Have a good night, everybody.